And another special Hawaii Island figure to remember, former Lieutenant Governor Nelson Doi died last week at his home in Waimea. He was 93 years old. Doi was born in Pahoa in 1922 and graduated from Honoka'a High School. He went on to become an important political figure during Hawaii's transformative years. He took a seat in the state senate as part of the Hawaii Democratic Revolution of 1954. Doi became a Third Circuit Court judge in 1969 and won his bid for lieutenant governor alongside Governor George Ariyoshi in 1974. Later, he played a critical role in the creation of North Hawaii Community Hospital and in supporting development of the Mauna Kea Beach Hotel as a way to provide employment opportunities on Hawaii Island. Former Governor Neil Abercrombie praised Doi during a tree planting ceremony last year in Waimea.
I don't know whether the gods realized that we'd be doing this cherry blossom planting today, Nelson, but they obviously have blessed us with this glorious event of the snow-capped Mauna Kea, which I think some people maybe in Waimea have never even seen this status before, right? This stage before. So for those who may not know the entire history, the legacy that I mentioned of Nelson Doi goes back into the territorial legislature in 1950, and he took us through, along with his colleagues, to the glorious day in 1959, when we became a state. I think I have the privilege of being maybe among the few people here today who was there when this happened. I wasn't able to vote for Senator Doi, who became Senator Doi in 1959, but that was when I cast my first vote, and I was privileged to be elected in 1974 when Nelson Doi was elected Lieutenant Governor of the state of Hawaii. So we campaigned together in 1974, and I began my career in the Hawaii State Legislature, and Nelson Doi, of course, became Lieutenant Governor. Yeah. At the time, because we spoke here of the diversity here in Hawaii, George Ariyoshi became governor, and Nelson Doi became Lieutenant Governor. The first double trouble Japanese-American duo in American history. And so the long and distinguished career of Judge Doi, I should say, as well as Senator and Lieutenant Governor, was manifest in one simple way, I think, that we can all remember and recall right now. If there was a cause, if there was an issue, that's right, if you needed a champion, right, and Nelson Doi was with you, right, then you knew you were on your way. Because if anybody could articulate passionately, with a clear vision, and never back down or back up, it was Nelson Doi. If Nelson Doi was with you, you never had to look twice to see whether he was still there. You never had to look over your shoulder to see if he was with you, because he was standing right there side by side with you. If there was ever a champion for the little guy, for the little gal, it was Nelson Doi. And I always thought to myself, thinking about Nelson Doi, that us short guys stick together, right?
Thank you.
You want to say anything, Dominic?
Thank you, Skid.
This is your chance, Nelson. One more time. Give him.
It's a great honors of planting the tree here.
That's right.
Because it will be last for a long, long time.
That's right.
That's right.
Very important.
Very important.
Yes. So I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of Senator Kahele and myself, we have a proclamation from the 27th Legislature on behalf of the Hawaii State Senate to congratulate you. Both Senator Kahele and I are keiki o ka'aina of Hawaii Nei, and it's because of you, Your Honorable, we're in politics. You are our inspiration. Inspiration.
So
Mahalo.
If you don't like Kahele and Solomon, it's Nelson Doi's fault.
And this is a yearbook that we'd like to present to you. I always call him your honorable because that's who he is. In celebration of the 55th anniversary of statehood, and this is a pin. And all senators were given this pin, your honorable. This is for you.
That's a pin to represent from your first day in the Senate.
I met Senator Doi, Judge Doi, when he was a lieutenant governor. On a personal note, and my family, we pursued the journey to get my mom her birth certificate because she never had one. Yeah. And at the time, Lieutenant Governor Nelson Doi, he was the one that issued that certificate to her. So it was a very a glorious day for us to see my mom get a birth certificate, and my relationship with Judge Doi. And over the years, I've sat with him. You know, our kupuna, they have so much knowledge, as the exuberance of the governor has told you about the history of Nelson Doi and all of the wonderful things he's done for our community. And I remember my mom told me that when I was a little boy, that when Nelson spoke, he spoke like a machine gun. You had to keep up with him because he was that quick.
The Honolulu Star-Advertiser reports Doi is survived by a son, Dr. David T. Doi of Waimea, daughter Catherine A. Doi of Palo Alto, California, and 4 grandchildren.
Maokea